this is amazing. It's Saturday morning, and you guys are ready to rock, and I love that. I love that. So, with no further ado, let's go ahead and bring out our guest first. You know him as the voice of Miles Morales. Please help me welcome Nadji, JETER. Next, you know him as the voice of Venom. Please help me welcome Mr. Todd. And last, and certainly not least, you know him as the voice of Peter Parker. Please help me welcome YURI Lowenthal.
What's going on, y'all?
Oh, I love it. We're sorry to keep you waiting. Let's get to it.
Yes. First off, good morning.
Good morning. Great morning.
Welcome to Minnesota.
Thank you.
Is this any of you guys' first time here in Minnesota?
No, I've been here before. Yes.
Second time. But not since I was a kid. I used to come here for summer camp every summer.
Weather is
Minneapolis, Bemidji. It's different, yeah.
Weather is quite different than summer camp, I imagine.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting used to it. I actually had an iced coffee this morning.
Oh, that's a big deal for you.
Yeah. So I'm getting it.
So so it actually snowed here on Halloween.
That was tragic.
Did the snow get in the way of trick-or-treating?
No.
Did anybody here dress up as any sort of Spider-Man character for Halloween?
Yeah. Okay, good. Winter suit. We got the winter suit.
Right. So I'm gonna ask you guys about Halloween. What do you guys do for Halloween? Do you go out to parties? Do you stay at home? Take kids out trick-or-treating? What do you guys do?
It's about the kids for me, man. I did all that partying in my teenage years, going crazy, but
He's an old man now.
I'm retired. But no, I have like babies and nieces and nephews. I don't have any kids, but you know, they want to go out and go trick or treating. I'm down. I'm just there to collect the candy at the end.
And we got the Candy Man. Right?
And we got the candy man.
We just right here. We just go out and scare the kids.
No, where I live, we have they have a designated day where the kids in the place can come by, and they always ask me, "You gonna put a little door knocker on?" I said no, but I wish them well.
You should put like a mirror at your door.
Yeah. No, it's
And I have a 7-year-old, so yeah, we like he wants to decorate for Halloween, you know, in September. So we usually do that, and we celebrate the whole month.
Do you guys
that
have
store named Oz. They used to be out in West Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
I love that store. They had the best animatronic Halloween.
Yeah.
I got a Scarface action figure from that store.
A Scarface action figure?
Swear on my life.
And now they got at Home Depot. They've got those, you know, 12-foot tall skeletons, right?
Yeah.
But they're super hard to get. Like
Yeah.
Halloween's a thing now.
You have an Oz out here? No.
Oz?
No.
Yeah, I think that's a
California.
I think it's California.
Do you guys have a favorite Halloween memory? What about a favorite Halloween costume that you guys, when you were younger?
Casper the Friendly Ghost. I went opposites.
My mom used to make all my costumes, and I loved superheroes growing up. And like she made Captain America costume for me, and she recently sent it to me. I'm like, oh my God, you've still got that? It's this janky, like, you know, I mean, it's beautiful, but I still made my son wear it and take a picture in it.
Yes!
but then he put on a Spider-Man costume, and so, you know, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I was always a ninja. I don't know why.
Because ninjas are awesome.
Dude, I know. It was my go-to. My mom was like, again, a ninja, again? Come on, you gotta switch it up. But no, that was like my go-to. That or G.I. Joe items.
Kung Fu Grip.
What about you, Milo? What's going on? What's your favorite costume?
Gosh,
Because you're a dapper.
yeah. You know, I do have to say, I have dressed up as Peter B. The past couple of years. My favorite iteration.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Do you guys have a favorite? Peter B is my favorite version of Spider-Man. Do you guys have a favorite version of Spider-Man?
Human spider. The human spider. No one remembers the human spider? There you go. Stand up, my boy. Stand up. You got a human spider right here. That's when Toby was in the trenches.
Toby. I mean, Toby was my guy growing up. You know, I loved him. But now, No Way Home. I would watch a whole movie with those 3 Spider-Mans just in a room talking about stuff.
Right.
I'd watch a whole movie like that.
It should have been the whole movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's Candyman, bro. You can't ask him that. You already know.
So I want to go back and I do want to talk about some, I mean, we're here to talk about Spider-Man, so I do want to talk about that, and I want to talk about the audition process. Was this something that your agent said, hey, you need to go out for this? Was this something that they reached out to you guys for in particular? How did the audition process go down?
Okay, well, Yuri and I were on,
that's right. We were on Amazing
Spider-Man.
TV show.
Yeah, TV show at first in 2017 on Disney XD. And that's when I first met Yuri. I was maybe like 17 or 18 years old and playing Miles as a 13-year-old. So it was very, very challenging, and he was a super smart, brainiac kid. So I was like, all right, let me learn all these scientific words and all this stuff. And yeah, it was crazy. But that's when, me and Yuri made that connection. And then that thing lasted for like two to three seasons. Then Disney had a transition, and PlayStation called us over, and said, hey, we kind of need you over here for this, Miles. And I was like, hey, yeah, for sure. It's great.
They realized that they had lightning in a bottle. They're like, we're gonna just move that over here.
Yeah, it was literally like just okay. All right, we're not doing this. Let's go over here. And it was perfect. Shout out to Mama Chris.
Yeah, Chris Zimmerman, who's our performance director, casting director. She helped guide us through all this. And then it was a process for me on the first game, because I had just done a game for Insomniac called Sunset Overdrive, and so yes! Oh, it makes me so happy. I thought that was going to be the biggest game in the world, and then, whatever. Like, you never know, right? But some people I had some champions over at Insomniac, they're like, we should bring in Yuri to read for Peter Parker. And they said, no, he was the guy from Sunset Overdrive, right? And they're like, yeah. They're like, that's not our Peter Parker. They're like, he's an actor, he might, we think he can do it. But so what happened is somebody was cast and it didn't work out. So they went back to the drawing board and they brought in a bunch of people, a lot of the usual suspects, a lot of people that I know and love, and super talented guys, and they convinced them to bring me in, and it was just, an audition process, and it whittled down. And I'm just happy that it whittled down to me. And Tony, you can tell your story, or I can tell what it looked like from our end.
Let me tell the first
Okay.
So Yuri and I have a history. We did a show for Netflix called Dragon's Blood, where we sort of melded our voices together, and that was my connection. Unfortunately, I got a call. I got a direct call, and that can be to you from Brian the Tatar, but I'll let you carry the ball.
Yeah.
And I was thrilled because I love comics. I grew up as a single kid, an only kid, and that was my escape. So to be able to go from Zoom, the dark side, to now this is an incredible journey. But go ahead, take it away.
So one day we were doing performance capture for the game, and so we show up on the, I'm wearing the ridiculous outfit, and Brian Intihar, the creative director of the game, says, "Yuri, come here, I want to play something for you." But it was clearly like secret because he pulled me off to a corner so nobody else would hear. And he goes, "Listen to this," and he plays. Tony had laid down some test stuff for Venom, and he played it on his phone, and I was like, "Oh my God, is that?" He goes, "I think we got Tony Todd as Venom," and we both did this little dance, and we were like,
Brian is a serious guy, so to get Brian to smile and tell him to see you, bro.
Hardly cracks a smile.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, exactly.
It was the best. As soon as I heard it, I was like, yeah. I couldn't believe, and that we were basically having the same relationship as we did in Blood of Dragon's Blood. Crazy.
In the video game industry, every job leads to the next, and it's one of the toughest fields to crack. I mean, films and TV audition for. Video games, you got to be plugged into. So I'm proud. I couldn't be happier to be playing a character like Venom and sharing the screen time and the mention time with these two gentlemen.
I get to work with
And
two of the
you
best.
guys. Thank you.
Two of the best,
We try to keep it grounded.
I'm still growing. I'm still growing. I'm going through the motions.
It's all right. We'll ground you.
Yeah, I just hit college. Now it's just hit college, so it's.
Tony, I want to follow up with that. You've done sci-fi, you've done horror. Around this time, you go and do a lot of horror conventions and things like that. And
Yeah, particularly with the strike going on. I mean,
Right.
Shout out to all the actors who are struggling out there, walking around. This bullshit has been going on for 6 months, right? And it's time to end because come January, if they haven't set a deal, everybody's going to lose content. There's no content being developed. So we need to come to our senses and do what we love to do the most, which is create.
Can we just all get along?
Set me free!
I've known Nadji for a little while now, and he knows I'm a big Spider-Man fan. We bonded in green rooms over Spider-Man, and so I was super excited to be able to host this panel. And I told everybody that I knew, and they were like, "Wait, Tony Todd is Venom?" So again, with your background, do you get a lot of do you get people coming up to you being like, "I didn't know you were Venom"?
When the hype of the game started building, I mean, it was public knowledge that I was in the game. So yeah, I can't go into GameStop. There's certain places I can't do. It's hard shopping for toilet papers and certain. Are you there?
No, even symbiotes need toilet paper, I guess.
Now you're gonna be haunted by your toilet paper. Yeah. God no.
Were you guys Marvel Spider-Man fans before this? You got cast into the franchise?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I grew up reading Spider-Man, and I mean, this still feels like some weird dream that have yet to wake up from. Like I can't even believe it.
Yeah, no, the impact that it has brought, and Peter's story, so universal with him losing his parents and growing up in the house with, his aunt and uncle, it relates to a lot of stories that, the world kind of brings people, throughout the negatives and just becoming a positive influence. So I think, I grew up with the Tobey Maguire stories, that's the story I kind of was connected with as a kid. And, ever since then, just playing out the role of the new generation with Miles.
Yeah, the whole story arc is filled with teenage angst. And speaking as an only kid that was raised by my aunt, and my solace, my escape were comic books, making model of the Universal models, and playing slot racing by myself, and Monopoly by myself on Sunday nights. So my escape was Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, some of the DC comics like Green Lantern. I mean, my collection that I lost was incredible, but it's okay. Now I got memories and we're living the dream. We're inside of the frame now. We're in the main frame.
Yes.
This is fantastic.
And it's a good time to be a Spider-Man fan. Like between the movies, animated and live action, and the game. I mean, it's Spider time. Spider time.
Yeah, these two gentlemen, I know they're modest, but they've already been nominated for a special award in London. What's the name of it?
Golden Joystick Awards. That's right. You can vote. Anybody can vote.
Yes.
Golden joystick.
Vote for this guy.
Vote for both of us.
Sounds like another
And the game.
but
Now, Nadji, you kind of touched upon something that, how Spider-Man, the story of, affected your life earlier. But how has this game, this franchise, affected your personal life and your professional life today?
Well, personal life for sure. Like I said, it's definitely different now. I have my nieces and baby cousins all thinking I'm Spider-Man and I can do flips and tricks and all this stuff. Can you jump on the wall? it doesn't work like that. But no, just the impact that it has brought to everyone in this audience, to everyone around the world. Man, it's an honor. It's a true blessing because we bring everyone out. And the story is for everyone. Anyone can wear the mask. Is something that hits really deep for everyone. So that's the main purpose for this, and for all of us being together and meeting y'all. Like, that's the biggest thing I get out of it, is meeting y'all and seeing what the game has done for you guys and the family. So that's my number one thing.
Did you guys expect a sequel after the first game?
That's my hope. They certainly haven't called us yet, but they said, if this next one does well, we'll probably get it. And I'm like, and it seems to be doing well. I don't want to, you never know. And again, I thought Sunset Overdrive was going to be a massive hit. So, yeah, I mean, I think we felt going into the end. And again, you never know. But I felt very positive even going into the end of that first one. But there are no guarantees. They didn't, as soon as we finished the first one, they didn't immediately say, let's start on 2.
Yeah, I thought Miles was something's gonna happen tragic to Miles.
Yeah, something tragic happened. He got his own game.
Something happened. I don't know what it is. Something's gonna happen. No, we definitely didn't expect. Like, we have a big family at Insomniac. Everyone, has been over. With the crew, everyone has done all the games with us. So, we kind of have a family bond with those guys, and we didn't expect it, but it was great to come back and see everyone again, and just to keep the journey going and just to keep the hype going.
Everybody on the team loves Spider-Man so much, and you can feel it, and I think you can feel it in the game too.
Shows in every single department, from animation to scenery to character development. And the love of the fans. You guys are the fourth wheel that brings this to life.
I'll tell you, you guys loved the first game so much that we were all, just, all guns blazing going and saying we felt a huge pressure on all fronts to not disappoint, and they really pulled it out.
Without going into, because the game literally just dropped. Without going too much into what could be spoilers, what do you think is the difference? What would you say the difference is between the first game and the new game?
You get Tony Todd this time.
But also, I think this latest game uses the PS5 capabilities to the max. And as you play, you'll see just the scenery of New York City alone, which I've lived in for 10 years, 12 years, is amazing. And side missions and just the accuracy and further development of characters and graphic ability and computer strength. So we're in a new age, folks. Who knows what the game will look like 5 years from now? Seriously.
And I get to be Bully Lowenthal, which I've never
Surprised you want to say who the band.
It was hard. It was hard to make your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man meme. That was literally hard for me. I did not know. It took great effort and great direction again from, shout out to Chris Zimmerman for keeping us on track. And but it was difficult. But I will also say this: one of the things that I think made that first game great, and one of the things that Insomniac does well, that I was happy to see that they kind of doubled down on for the second game, was they realized that it was the little things that then build to the big things. I'm sure in the beginning they were like, yeah, we're going to have a fun climactic battle that's, here and this. But you feel things in those situations because they spent the entire game building it with little moments. There are some missions that, again, I'm not going to go into spoilers, that really just get you right here. And they're not big missions where you have a boss battle at the end. It's little things, and they understand that those human moments make you feel as good as you feel at the end of the game because you've had those along the way.
Do you guys play the game?
Tony's a big gamer.
Yeah, I'm a huge gamer. Mostly sports games, but I've been I'm not trying to finish the game in 2 days, like I know a lot of you have.
How many of you have already beaten Spider-Man 2?
Of course they have. Twice. I'm taking my time because I really want to. I mean, it's hard to step outside of the experience. You know, I'm pinching myself because I've had every video game system since Coleco, and then now to have PS5 and to be a part of it, that's like a teenage dream come true. So I just want to say that. And I'm back to NBA 2K.
Yeah. and I have a 7-year-old who just started, playing games. And fortunately, he's playing games now and we can play together. Unfortunately, he just started the first Spider-Man game recently, and we're about halfway through together. We just keep passing the controller back and forth. But I promised him that I would wait until we were done with that to start the second one. And now I'm getting kind of antsy. I'm like, come on, man! Hurry up! 7-year-old kid. I want to get to the second game.
We have time for a couple more questions, so I want to ask you now, Tony and Yuri, you guys have been a part of a lot of franchises, whether it's Star Trek, DC, Marvel, Ninja Turtles. Is there Star Wars? Is there a franchise? Is there a dream job project that you three would love to get on?
Game-wise, I was a Marvel fan, but I was a DC baby, and I would love one day for them. My favorite character, Batman, of course, but my favorite character was Green Lantern because his powers is the power of imagination, and that seems to me would be a great video game project. And so that would be my dream job within this market,
Yeah, you hear that, Ryan Reynolds? Everybody tweet the Ryan Reynolds. Tell Tony
Green Lantern. Man, I'm so nerdy about so many things that on one hand, I'll never get to all the properties that I love, but I'm already so grateful for the properties that I have gotten to work on. But it's everything, and I love Doctor Who, and I love, the Hellboy universe, like the BPRD, like that would make an awesome game, TV show, movie, any and all of that. We could just keep going down with the superhero stuff, and I'd be happy. I just love things. I just love things so much. I'll never not love this, and getting a job is great, but when it's a job that was, I get to work on, like a DC animated film or play a character that I grew up with in some way or another, that gets a special red check on my mental list. Like, I did that. But it'll never, that list will never end.
In real life, I'm sorry, man. In real life, I rescue cats. I always have 2 rescues with me. And my current ones are Sparky Sparks and Cat Daddy Nico. Okay. So, Cat Daddy. But I was always a fan of Top Cat. And when I played the game Stray, which I love, it's a beautiful game. But I would like to develop a talking cat game. Damn, Spiky Spikes, I want to take care of something great. Something like that. Have adventures. It's a great and have Yuri and Nadji trying to control me.
And nobody would see that coming from now. I love that.
Putting it out there.
Do it.
The total script, flip of the script.
So when Insomniac comes out with the new cat game, you'll know where it's going.
Cat.
It's called Sparky.
I would love, I've wanted, speaking of Ryan Reynolds, and franchises and like things that I would want to do, I keep pushing for Deadpool to be in the next Spidey game. Because if you read the comics, Deadpool and Spidey have this amazing relationship that I would love to do. It could probably be with Nolan North, because Nolan is like the video game Deadpool. Nolan! I love Nolan.
Nadji, do you have a dream project?
I shoot miles. We are doing it. We are here. We are here. No, but I was a fan of like Blade growing up. The Punisher. Yeah, the Punisher. You know, like those old gritty classic Marvel, you know, comics back in the day. Yeah.
Nadji's always also being modest, only with you guys. When he's with us, you know, we're trying to contain him. But, you know, he's also a talented musician. As you're currently in the studio right now, right?
Yes, we are. Look out
for that.
Yes, 2 Woke Records Productions. We have a lot of stuff coming for you guys. Stay tuned.
All right, so last question before we get out of here. It's my favorite question to ask, and that is whether it's been in a studio, on set, here at a convention, in the green room, at a table next to you, have you had, I know you said you're a big nerd, so have you had that big fanboy moment where you saw somebody else, another celebrity, another guest, where you absolutely fanboyed out about?
And so we have signed so many sleeves to the PS5, and I love it when somebody else comes up and yet another sleeve, and I worry about, did you break your computer when you did this? But no, just enjoy that. And the different items. There's so much merchandise within the Spider-Man universe. We signed the Miles Morales sneakers, baby bottles. It's been lovely. So thank you for your imagination and keeping us surprised and on our toes.
Thank y'all, seriously, man. We couldn't do this without y'all. To be honest, like we couldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here.
If y'all didn't want it as much as you do, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, we really wouldn't.
But yeah, when I come to shows like this, I usually have to stay, like, I usually have to keep my cool back in the green room because there's always somebody. And every now and then I'll pick like one person at a show that I'm like, I gotta find a way to go over and talk to that person. And you know, they're always like cool about it, but I don't know why I feel so nervous, but I always feel nervous.
Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Did you meet Mike Tyson?
Yes, Mike Tyson.
Yep. Wearing?
Mike.
What was he wearing, or what were you wearing?
What were you wearing?
I was wearing a Mike Tyson shirt. Wearing a Mike Tyson shirt.
I have never seen Nadji smile so big.
Well, what? I'm so happy.
It's magnetized. There you go. Keep your webs under control, man.
Man, Mike, man.
But the last, it was a couple of shows back. Harvey Guillen from What We Do in the Shadows. I saw he was there, and I'm like, I bumped my rep. I'm like, he's my guy this weekend. If you could get me, he's like, oh, I know Harvey. And he just walked me right over. I'm like, no. And I just embarrassed myself. And I was like, oh, thanks. I'm like, oh, I blew it. I'm that guy.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, you guys get a couple of drinks in me, and I'll tell you the story of when I went up to Jake Gyllenhaal at a restaurant and said, hey, we're both the Prince of Persia. That did not go well.
On that note, our time is up. Do you have any last words for our great fans here in Minneapolis?
I have a last word.
What's your last word?
Well, Marvel's Spider-Man 3 be coming in
2038. We don't know. We don't know how these games take a while, and
everyone in here has to finish the side missions before. Yep, every single person. So until that happens,
I don't know. They never tell. We're the last people. Like, you guys usually find out before we do.
Way before.
But they call for wearing the mask so well. Everybody here is wearing the mask in one way or another.
Oh yeah. In your families, at school, social life, be that Spider-Man.
That's right. Aunt May said it best in the first game, and then they stole it for the most recent movie from our game. When you help someone, you help everyone.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys got back to the tables now?
Yeah, come see us at the table.
Hey, shout out to our ASL interpreters over here.
So come see us at the table, y'all.
Yeah.
Ask more questions, and we can talk to every single one.
We'll be here all weekend.
So thank you guys, and please one more time give it up for the cast of Spider-Man 2.
Hold on. Let me start my Instagram. Y'all look amazing. There you go. If I can't find my phone, then never mind.
Do it for the room.
Yep. Y'all come up here if y'all can.
Oh, well,
Come on.
you want everyone come up here by the stage? So.
Come on, y'all. All right, first.